Okay. Uh, this may not be the most adequate way to post something, but I have a lot of people asking me how it is that I'm doing this juice fast thing, and what it is that I'm doing. I've had multiple people send me messages and emails and texts saying, "Oh, you got to tell me the details. You got to tell me the details. You got to tell me the details on what you're doing. I got to know exactly how it's going on." So I thought, since I'm sitting here waiting to go to work, I would try and break it down relatively quickly. First of all, today is day 21 for me, and on day 19 I took my very first break. My first break was on my brother Shay's birthday. He had a party, and so I said, all right, well, after my first break from this fast, because my initial time limit was 15 days, and then I thought, oh, I'll go longer, I'll go till the end of August, but I'm going to take a break. And the first break the first break I have taken, like I said, was this past Sunday, and I'll get into that in a little bit. My current goal is to do the fast all the way through my birthday, which is going to be September 23rd. And considering the fact that it is like August 13th or something now, it's a little ways away. So here's basically what I did. Okay, I heard what my sister sent me a picture on the phone, showing me the results of her doing a juice fast for 7 days. And the picture was pretty remarkable, and she's already very thin and looks to be in quite good shape. So I was surprised that she was doing it, but for her it wasn't for as much for weight loss as it was for overall health. So I asked her the details on what she did, and she sent me some links, and she sent me some information via email, and I modified it to who I am and to what I wanted to do with it, because I've been working on losing weight for about a year and a half now. So a year and a half ago, I started by getting the MyFitnessPal app and starting to log in all the food I was eating and follow the guidelines as to how many calories a day I was supposed to be eating, which I think back at the time, as far as for weight loss and what I was trying to lose per week, was somewhere in the neighborhood of like 1,800 or 1,900 calories a day. And then as I would progressively lose weight, the calories would go down, like per day. My per diem would go down as well. By February of 2013, I started this in February of 2012, and by February 2013, I had gone from 287.6 pounds to 229 pounds even. And I don't know if things started to get in the way, if I just started getting a little lazy, whatever the case may be. I started putting weight back on. And at first, I just wasn't going anywhere. For weeks and weeks and weeks, I wasn't losing anything. And then I started putting weight back on, and that was getting me really, really disgruntled, to the point where I almost said to hell with it. Like, obviously, I'm not meant to succeed at this, and I almost gave up. And then, right around the time that I was thinking that is when Kimmy, my sister, sent me that picture. And I was 243.8 pounds 21 days ago, and that's when I started this. And so here's what I do. Okay, what I do is I've gone to the grocery store, and I've picked up about as many fruits and vegetables as I can afford. And the list of vegetables that and fruits that I've brought into the house is fairly lengthy. This is what I've been bringing into the house: pineapple, watermelon, oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits, apples, celery, cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, kale, spinach, a sweet potato once, kiwis, grapes, blueberries, strawberries. I'm sure there's more that I'm not thinking of. Mangoes, and if any more come to my head, I'll bring them up as they do. Apples, pears, peaches, plums, bananas, And I think that pretty much rounds out most of them. There might be one or two other things here, radishes, and a couple of vegetables here and there. Anyway, what I do at that point every day, unless I pre-make them, is I bought a juicer from the store, a $40 juicer, not a very expensive one, and I take a combination of vegetables and I blend them up into a juice. I juice them. I put them in. Most of my vegetable juices consist of tomatoes, carrots as my base, whereas I know that you'll read a lot about the green juices, and that might be the best way to go, but I found that I like the carrot and tomato-based ones. So most of my juices that are vegetable are tomato, carrot, cucumber, celery, kale and or spinach, radishes, and peppers, bell peppers, red, orange, green, or yellow. Usually one of two different peppers, one of each color, in any combination of those four. So I blend all those up into a juice, and it's generally about 4 or 5 tomatoes, 2 to 4 carrots, 1 or 2 stalks of celery, a cucumber, 1 or 2 handfuls of spinach, generally about 1 handful of kale, maybe a couple of radishes, a couple of other things just to add to taste. And when I'm done, I blend to about 32 ounces of vegetable juice. That's about how much I get when all is said and done. I usually throw a lemon or a lime in with the vegetable juice too, to give it a little bit of a tart taste instead of just that bitter vegetable taste. So I blend all those up together. I store them in a 32-ounce Gatorade bottle in the fridge, and then I have that. And then on top of that, I do the same thing with my combination of fruits. Most of my fruits are either orange, pineapple, or watermelon based. Watermelon, honeydew, and canteloupe are other fruits that I buy. See, I told you I'd remember some as I go down the list. But they're mostly based by either watermelon or orange or pineapple. And I'll combine a number of those to make 32 ounces of fruit juice as well. And what I do is I find myself alternating day to day. Like one day I'll drink vegetable juice in the morning, some kind of fruit juice for lunch, and then another vegetable juice at night. The next day I'll do fruit in the morning, vegetable at lunch, fruit at night. So I'm doing like 2 in 1 every day, but different each day. And then in between I'll drink bottles of water. And usually end up with anywhere between 32 and 48 ounces of water on top of the juice as well, I've found. So that's basically what I do. I don't have a special recipe of what juice I'm making for fruit juices or what juice I'm making for juices, vegetable juices, because like it changes and it shifts. I add hot sauce in a sense to all of my vegetable juices. I use the Torchbearer hot sauces in my vegetable juices so I can stand them. I like things that are really spicy, so that's how I tolerate the vegetable juices, especially the ones that are heavier on the kale and spinach flavor, because I'm not crazy about that. But that's what I do every day. That's it. That's the bulk of it. 3 combinations of juices a day, anywhere between 32 and 48 ounces of water on top of that. And then the last thing I do that I opted to do from almost the very beginning was the very last thing I drink every day is a protein drink of some sort. Now, I don't mean like I go out and I buy whey powder and milk or anything like that. I get these things. Like this one is a Bolthouse thing. You'll probably see it backwards when you look at the video because I'm doing the whole self-video thing. But it's a Bolthouse Farms chocolate. It's 30 grams of protein. And they make a coffee one and a vanilla one and whatnot. And any of those, they make a mango one too, but I'm already drinking all the fruit juices, so I don't bother getting a mango one for the protein at the end of the day. And besides, that's like a treat. At the end of the day, I get to drink that, which is this chocolate drink, which almost tastes like a reward at the end of every day. Like you spent your whole day drinking nothing but fruit juice and vegetable juice, and after a couple of days of that, these things start to taste like a milkshake. So it keeps a balance. It keeps me from wanting to cheat and divert and walk away from it. And now that it's been 3 weeks, like I'm pretty much like this is normal for me now. It wasn't at first. It was tough the first week, but since the first week, it's gotten considerably easier. So that's what I do. Vegetable juice in the morning, fruit juice in the afternoon, vegetable juice in the evening, and a protein drink, or fruit juice in the morning, vegetable juice at lunch, fruit juice at night, and the protein drink, water in between. And I always have a big bottle of water that I take with me when I go to work. So that's it. That's what I'm doing. So for those of you that are wondering what I'm doing and want to know, that's what I do. Sometimes I will throw carrots or spinach into my fruit juices, and sometimes I'll throw pineapple into the vegetable juices just to sweeten them up a little bit. Other than that, I have no specific recipe or anything like that, but I will tell you that after 21 days, where I started, like I said, was 243.8 pounds. 21 days later, I am 225.8 pounds and still going. So it's working. The last thing I want to talk about is the other questions that I'm getting. Are you sick all the time? Now, this question I don't fully understand. Think about this. The question is, are you sick all the time? Now, that refers to, do I have a feeling of lethargy? And am I run down and am I tired? I'm a coffee drinker. I drink coffee every day, usually 1 to 2 cups every morning. I haven't had coffee in 3 weeks. Haven't even noticed it. It doesn't bother me at all, so I don't feel like the caffeine need, number one. Number two, all I'm drinking and putting into my body is stuff that is completely and 100% healthy for you. So how could I possibly be feeling sick from this? I'm actually only feeling better from this. I seem to even feel like I'm thinking clearer. So, no, I don't feel sick. The other question is, are you in and out of the bathroom? No, I'm not in and out of the bathroom. Now, I'm not to be graphic, but there's not a whole lot of reason to be in and out of the bathroom, because there's not a whole lot that's passing through your system when you're doing this kind of thing. At first first couple of days maybe you'll notice it, but after that, you sort of adjust to it. So no, I'm not sick. I don't have stomach aches. I don't feel like I'm missing anything, and I'm pretty happy with the way it's going so far. So that's just something I wanted to try and share quick for people that were asking. Now you know what it is I'm doing. If you have any other specific questions or anything like that, you know how to get in touch with me, because you're probably seeing this on Facebook. So there you go. That's what I'm doing, and hopefully that sheds a little bit of light on the questions you were asking me.